Good morning and Shabbat Shalom. I want to make a prediction about the election next week. It's not about who's going to win because I don't know who's going to win, but it's really a prediction about where our country will be depending upon who we try to be this coming week and what do we aspire to as a country. Everyone is voting and everybody should vote. It's really intense. The lines have rarely been so long. But we as a country will only thrive if we ask ourselves, what kind of country do we want to be on Wednesday? I don't want to wait till Wednesday to speak about it because the truth is there's going to be a winner of the election on Wednesday and there's going to be a loser of the election on Wednesday. But the question is, what will our country look like? And how can we ensure that we stay united? One of the main tasks that we have as a country is first to vote, to celebrate our diversity. We're a country that's blue and red, Democrat, Republican, people of a wide ideological spectrum. And we should vote and exercise that right to vote. But the question is, how do we ensure that despite our ideological differences, we still remain the United States of America? We don't have to look too far to find timeless wisdom for our country. In the book of Genesis, we read about Abraham's struggle in living in a world where there was certainly a diversity of opinion. He was one man alone who believed in God. But despite the fact that there were individuals that believed the polar opposite of him, he understood that the way to bring unity to the world was not by imposing his will, but rather through a recognition that every human being is created in God's image. He welcomed people into his home who are exactly ideologically opposite to him. He didn't say, I'm not going to welcome Republican or Democrat. He said, you're all welcome because you all are created in God's image. And even within his own family, when there was a fracture, his nephew Lot went a different way. He risked his life, we read about, to save his brother because he never forgot what family was all about. The strength of our community, of our country, exists in finding ways to understand and to affirm the fact that we are all created in God's image. We are one nation under God. There's no excuse for looting, for violence in the face of a diversity of opinions. I can vigorously disagree with you, but I don't have to cancel you. I'm confident in my opinions, that I can hear you, that I can listen to you, and I can still be your friend and I can love you. How will our country move forward in a positive way? If we begin right now, before we know who's going to win the election, what the process of healing will be. I see it's tragic. Many times I'll do a funeral, and there are siblings that haven't spoken to each other, and they'll sit in the room, and I'll ask them, why do you not get along? I actually sometimes have to even speak to them independently. Let's say, well, 20 years ago, I don't even remember what happened, but he really ticked me off, so I never spoke to him. And then in the face of a catastrophe, they realized that it was not worth it to have that sense of disconnection within family. We are one family as a country. We are part of an amazing experiment in which we are hoping to bring justice, peace, freedom. America is a gift to the world, and it is and will continue to be a gift to the world if we continue to embody and aspire to the best of what's in each and every one of us. I miss the fact that we don't say as often. When I grew up, we would say every morning, and we should say it this week, say it every day. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, blue and red, Democrat or Republican, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The process of healing is understanding that we are one nation under God, that every human being is created in God's image, and that we have to make sure that in everything we do, we instill our world, our community, like Abraham did, with loving every human being, despite their ideological difference, because we are one family, we are one nation. Let's start the process of healing now. Our country can continue to thrive, continue to grow. And no matter who is the victor, the way that we will as a nation be a victor is if we always remember what kind of nation we want to be, to understand there's more that unites us than divides us. And in this way, I am sure that God will bless America. The morning will come on Wednesday. Our country will continue to grow, and God willing, be that beacon of freedom, God willing, for many, many, many years to come. Want to wish everybody a wonderful day. Shabbat Shalom, peace. God bless America, and God bless our world.